This is really just part of a big US effort to try and boost its domestic chip manufacturing sector.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The Biden administration has been pushing this issue quite hard. They passed the Chips and Science Act to be able to dole out as much as $39 billion in grants. There's a bunch of loans that come on top of that. So the latest news out of this is that Samsung, as you mentioned, is going to get $6.4 billion in grants, roughly, as it invests more than $40 billion into Texas, into the U.S. economy, to try to build up their chip capabilities there. This is the third major company to get this kind of award after Taiwan Semiconductor, and then Intel also have gotten awards too, multi-billion-dollar awards. And Samsung is the leader in memory chips. It's also trying to expand in logic chips, which are the processors that drive smartphones and computers and that sort of thing. So in Texas, they're going to build 2 fabrication plants. They're going to also build an advanced packaging facility. They're aiming for what's called 4 and 2 nanometer production, which is very, very advanced production. They hope to be able to do some customized chips for the likes of Apple and NVIDIA to compete with Taiwan Semiconductor. And this is a big step forward for U.S. in this drive to be able to build up a domestic semiconductor industry along with Intel and TSMC.
What are the expectations, Peter, in terms of how this could translate to the amount of production that it could actually generate?
Well, in the previous era of globalization, really, the U.S., which had been a leader in semiconductors for so long, really ceded a lot of that leadership to East Asia, to Taiwan and South Korea in particular. Now, after we had the supply shocks from the COVID pandemic era and geopolitical tensions are rising on top of that, there's this effort to kind of bring it back. And the Biden administration has pushed hard to try to build up some of those domestic capabilities so that there's a guaranteed supply of these key chips for lower-end production like automobiles, but also for the very advanced semiconductors that you need for smartphones and computers, and especially AI and quantum computing. This is a big step forward for that. TSMC is going to be part of that effort. Intel also is trying to push into that space. And now Samsung is trying to build up what are known as foundries, where they can custom make chips for all kinds of customers that are trying to build up these advanced technology applications.
Yeah, this focus on high bandwidth memory chips, or HBM chips, it's been really in competition with SK Hynix, Samsung in this area. So do you think that this helps it get Samsung ahead?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, you're going pretty deep into the technology here, but in memory chips, Samsung has been the leader historically, but Hynix got a bit of an advantage with these high bandwidth memory chips that are used with NVIDIA's GPUs to provide the computing power for AI applications in particular. So Samsung's been a little bit behind Hynix. It's trying to play catch up. It's trying to do that both in the South Korean production facilities and now also in the U.S. So with this advanced packaging, they hope to be able to gain some ground on Hynix and try to make up some of that lost ground. Everybody wants to work with NVIDIA these days. You know, it's the most valuable chip company out there with their GPUs in particular. There's almost unlimited demand for them to be able to train AI services, these new AI applications like ChatGPT and a bunch of the other ones. And it looks like Samsung is pushing very hard to be able to gain some ground there.